That's Misconnection on Radio 104.5 with the band who wrote the freaking song.
That's right.
What's up?
How you doing?
Head and Heart here. John,
Yes,
Chris.
Chris, yep.
Or should I say Chris and Chris? Because you look like Chris D'Elia.
Oh, I just saw a picture of him recently, and you're right. I know. I've gotten it a lot, to be honest with you.
We need to get hooked up with Chris D'Elia to have him maybe do stand-up before one of the shows.
Open the show? That'd be great.
Or just swap. He does my job, and I'll do like a stand-up thing, and it's...
Okay.
I feel like he can maybe do mine, and I don't know, I could do his, though, so that might not be very good for him. But.
We have figured out a new Netflix thing. Okay, cool, awesome. Hey, Jessie backstage at the block party with the Head and the Heart, the headliners and the Heart. Yeah, I did it. And you guys are taking the stage at 8 o'clock. We are very excited. We have stuff to talk about because you guys were just at the Phillies game.
Yeah, a couple of us went over. I think judging by the crowd leaving, which looks pretty...
They don't look
pretty
jubilant.
They don't look happy.
I think they lost.
Don't look
I think
all
they lost. We had to leave early, but I think they lost, judging by the vibe.
Well, let's talk about it. You know what? Hey, guys, we're going to switch things over to video and all that good stuff, Facebook, internet stuff. So follow us, Twitter, Instagram, at Radio 104.5. We'll continue the conversation over there. Sweet. Let's swap.
Aw.
Nice. Scene change.
Scene change.
They did lose. Yeah,
They did
that's
lose,
kind of
right?
what we
You guys called that.
It looks...
That's not a winning vibe.
No, it's not. Okay, everything is so different now.
Damn it, those look so much better on you.
These are awesome.
Damn it.
Dude.
Always happens.
What the F? Well, I'm so happy you guys are back. When was the last time you did Philly?
We should know that.
It's okay.
I don't know that.
It's fine.
I don't know.
No, wait, Kathleen, you said it was a couple years ago they did a block party, and then you guys did another one for us.
We've been back after that block party. I remember that.
Okay.
We tried to do one like years ago that got rained out.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
It was out on the pier.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Festival
yeah,
Pier.
yeah.
Hey, you remembered,
Okay.
man.
And then
Awesome.
we ended up playing like a last minute show at the Fillmore.
Right. Oh my God. That
Wow,
was
you're
the
good.
show.
It's all coming back.
Hey, well, it's really good to have you back. Let's
Yeah.
talk about the album. There is like a little bit of a tie-in to Dr. Dog with the album, and they're Philly. Can you tell everybody? Just a little bit.
Oh,
Yeah, we actually started writing the record in Joshua Tree, and we found out about this studio from Scott from Dr. Dog. We played a show in Nashville with them. They had just finished recording, and we were starting the process, and talked to them all night kind of about the studio. It's one of their friends out there in Joshua Tree. Great little studio.
Hi, Des.
Hi, Des. Shout out.
Shout out.
Yeah, that's kind of how it started. But yeah, we did tours with them years ago, and have always kind
Awesome.
of crossed paths, and great dudes.
Yeah,
Great
we
band,
just
man.
played a show with them not too long ago in South Carolina. There was a festival down there.
That's right. High
anyways.
Water?
Yep.
You
Yeah.
guys were at High Water.
Yeah.
You know what? I knew that. You guys have done some really cool festivals this summer. Like, I love where you're at. High Water is a cool one to do, and I like
Yeah.
that you're getting associated with that crowd.
Yeah,
Freaking
cool
awesome.
people.
There was an aha moment in Joshua Tree that I think you just played like two simple chords.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like
talking?
I was basically like tuning my guitar. This is going to get deep. You ready to get deep here?
I want to.
Yeah, no, I think it was maybe just Chris and I in this. It was basically like a big shed that had been renovated into just like a live room, and I was just working on guitar tone and just playing what became a lick. Chris heard it and was just like, "Dude, what is that?" And I was like, "That is nothing.
I don't know.
That is me trying to turn the guitar amp up while playing." And he was like, "Cool, keep doing that." And that became what is now. I mean, Living Mirage is literally like two chords the entire song. The band builds it in a way that takes you away from like realizing that. But yeah, that's everything kind of clicked within that moment of being in Joshua Tree, which is a beautiful, mystical place to be. And that became the title track to the record.
When you heard those two simple chords, this is going to try to go a little deep, and
Yeah.
you could follow me here. What was the thought in your head? You were like, this reminds me of something. Keep going with it. What was like the first thought in your head?
There's something so like obviously simple. It's like literally two notes.
Right.
But there's something there's power in a simplicity.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like sometimes you can, especially going into a process where you're writing again and you've taken some time off, you can overthink things and you can try to go too far too soon. And sometimes just starting with a very like basic, like natural thing that you're not even thinking about what you're doing. It's just like what's coming out at the moment. And I feel like that was something that we tried to tune into while we were there. It's just like allowing, just like opening your your satellite
Uh-huh.
and like putting up your antenna and just really like picking up on what's happening in the moment. And that was just one of those moments. And luckily it was, the second day we were
Luckily
there.
he was in the room because I would not have.
You're
Well, it's
lucky.
crazy. Sometimes
Would've
like it takes another person to realize that you're maybe doing something incredible, or
Well, that's the power of writing with people
With
and being
people.
around
Yeah,
people.
absolutely.
Totally.
You worked with some people on the
Yeah.
album. Was it your
Yeah.
first time working with people that like songwriting
Yeah.
type of people?
No, absolutely. It was the first time working with anyone outside the band. It was the first time working with other songwriters. And what's funny is all of the sessions that I liked the least became the most like fitting and like exciting songs, because it was such a challenging step to make,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm so glad that I did. I've been writing for 10 years,
Yeah.
coming from like my perception of the world,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm honestly shocked that it wrote itself out as long as it did. I mean, I'm still writing songs, but it just to like open the door and see how you can write in so many different styles and with people from such different genres of music, it's so exciting. I mean, being an artist of any form, you have your entire life to maneuver and grow and change and put on a different outfit and all of that. And yeah, writing with other artists really opened a lot of doors.
I think we've slowly like let ourselves collaborate more with people,
Yeah.
and that is I mean,
Yeah.
that is art. It's collaboration to
It
me.
is.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
also there's solo artists.
Yeah.
But in music, I feel like the collaboration is one of the most exciting things.
It really
Whether
is.
it's with a producer or with your bandmates
Yeah.
or with it's just a really cool door to open.
Hell yeah. I love that. You guys were in a really good headspace then, I guess, when you were there and all in the same frequency. You guys were
Yeah.
really, really open to being open, which is a hard thing for people.
Yeah, it was the. I don't mean to cut you off.
No,
but,
no.
It was kind of like what you're saying, the perfect storm. I mean, I'd grown sick of myself, and I was so ready to become a reactionary individual versus just bringing, here's these songs, guys, let's complete my songs.
Yeah.
And you just wanted to get back to being like a kid playing music in a garage.
I was going to say that because I also wanted to ask you guys, and you can answer it later, but it is kind of like the first time being in a band or something. It's like, why did you do this in the first place? Why did you want to do it?
Right.
Because you wanted to create, you wanted to communicate with your friends through the sounds that they were making, and there's a beauty in that, and it's brings you to like a childlike state.
Mm-hmm.
What was the name of the first band that you guys were in?
Nimbus.
Nimbus. Shut the hell up.
It was
perfect.
It was a two-piece. It was me playing guitar and my friend Jonathan Miller playing drums.
Wow.
No singer, just
Experimental
electric
just
guitar?
in the
jam
garage.
sounds.
Yep.
Wow.
It's my red Strat
Hell
and his
yeah.
Yamaha
Dang.
kit. Yeah.
Nimbus.
I want to hear Nimbus.
Same.
I want to hear Nimbus right now. Mine, actually, so Tyler, the drummer in this band, I was in a band with him. We went to high school and middle school together
So cool.
in Richmond, Virginia, and we had a band. This band feels so contrived compared to your Nimbus, which sounds sick. I almost don't know what it was. Silent Filmstar was the name of this band, and I played keyboards and sang, and then there was another guy who was another songwriter. He played guitar and sang. It was like a 5-piece. I had no idea what I was doing. I was basically like right when I started playing music when I was like 19, and I could play like 5 chords, but it was just I would make sounds and like yell basically.
We need videos of that.
You can still find it.
We can. If you look through Google long enough, or you search
You can
Google
still
long
find
enough.
it on whatever.
Nimbus did play my elementary school graduation party.
Okay, you know what? Now
So,
we are going to end
I-
on that note because that is just beauty right there. Chris and John from The Head and the Heart taking the stage at 8 o'clock. Gentlemen, it was an absolute privilege and a pleasure and all that other good stuff.
Jesse, thank
Great
you so
to be
much for
here,
having
yeah.
us.
Rock and roll. Bye.